Every mountain is what? You are ignorant. That's simple truth. What looks as if it is impossible, when you know how to do it, it becomes light. So knowledge is a key, and knowledge shall be your driving force as a child of God who want to be great in life. Is that clear? Don't ignore knowledge and be looking for who will call your name. You know your name. People have called your name. That does not solve your problem. You must know. For true knowledge shall the righteous be what? Delivered. Say I hear. And say I want to know. Now, I'm going to be looking at the law of financial aptitude. But before I go into that law of financial aptitude, I've come to understand that the best way to enjoy aircraft, to enjoy a ride, is not about the newness or the version of the aircraft, but the knowledge of the pilot. You can enter a good aircraft and crash with it if the pilot does not have the adequate knowledge. Therefore, in wealth creation, if we are going to be wealthy, then we need to change the man that will drive the vehicle. And that man is you. May I start by saying this evening, please, I told you from the beginning that wealth creation is a journey, not a race. It's not something you run for 10 minutes and get the prize of 100-meter champion. No. It's a journey. It is continuous. Is that clear? And what must we do? Before you come to where you are today, like the Bible says, that cease. Can you play there again? Proverbs 23 verse 4. Am I correct? Okay. It says, labor not to be rich. Do you agree with me that all of us are laboring to make money? True of us. Talk to me, somebody. Everybody you see wakes up in the morning, running out in the morning, traffic everywhere, in the evening, traffic everywhere. They're all laboring to be rich. Some of you don't sleep at night. You are all laboring to be rich. But the Bible says, cease from it. There is a way to get there. Can you hear me here? But that way is full of turbulence. What I mean, it says that we go through fire, we go through water. Men ride on our head because we are going somewhere. So it doesn't matter what it costs you, be willing to pay the price. Is anybody hearing me here? And for it to happen, please take note. You must make a decision that I'm willing to pay the price. Otherwise, what I'm talking here is nonsense. If we are going to succeed in wealth creation, I've told you before, we have to look into our lives, our habit. Everything hinges on you, the wealth creator. Not on the person, not on God. Everything is about you. And everything about you is defined by your habit. Your habit is a prevailing lifestyle. And many of us have formed wrong habits that cannot take us to a wealthy place. Is that clear? Either based on the business we do, or our upbringing, or peer influence, or the environment where we find ourselves, we have formed already, we have built bad habits. So if we are going to create wealth, we must first of all deal with yourself, deal with your habit. If you don't conquer the bad habit, no matter how much that comes into your hands, you can never be wealthy with it. So, habit is the major problem of everyone. And how do we deal with it? One, recognize that you have formed wrong habits. Awareness is the key to freedom. Recognize that, yes, there are certain lifestyles I'm living now I ought not to have lived. Then that awareness, that consciousness is the first step in getting your freedom. Now, number two, take your first step. First step of coming out of that bad habit. Hear me. Habit was not formed in a day. Habit is formed by what you do constantly. And when you are aware of it and begin to do it differently constantly, with time, you will change. If you read the history or the biography of most of the multi-billionaires today, it took them from 25 years up to arrive where they are. So if you're starting now, don't be in a haste. Don't think it happen overnight, but just keep on start from somewhere and train yourself, delete certain habits in your life and form new habits that will propel you and lead you to wealth creation that will land you in a wealthy place. Here.
We hope you enjoyed this message from God's servant. Please come worship with us at any of our branches closest to you. Our midweek service on Wednesdays runs from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. and Sunday services 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. For more information, call any of the numbers on the screen or visit our website.